In retrospect, when we look at all the leaks, we realize that we pretty much as fans knew everything that happens in Spider-Man No Way Home about 8 months before the film came out due to leaks. But according to Doctor Strange himself, Benedict Cumberbatch, it looks like we actually knew way more than even he did, and he's in the film. So this piece of news comes at us from USA Today, where Doctor Strange himself, Benedict Cumberbatch, was talking about various aspects of his career. Of course, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and he was asked about, well, everything he knew in regards to Spider-Man No Way Home, his character, the multiverse, and all the actors, the moving pieces, and everything, and how involved he might have been. And interestingly enough, he reveals that he actually was not that involved in trying to figure everything out or know every piece of the moving puzzle like other cast members. He said that he actually avoided the full script at all cost, and he did this on purpose because he wanted to eventually just watch the film and enjoy the ride as a fan and not have everything be spoiled. Now, some of you are going to ask, well, how? How is that possible? That can't be possible. He's in the film. He's one of the main characters. And believe it or not, it's very possible. There is films you guys have seen out there where actors share scenes and they were only together for like a day, if that. Most of the time you see them together in action sequences or scenes, the camera played around and they were not together. That's just the truth of the matter. Vin Diesel and The Rock, famously, look that up. It's an interesting story of egos and hubris and how that all comes to be. But this is standard practice. And again, there's times where we know that certain actors can't be there, so you use their double and you shoot from the back, and the dialogue is then dubbed over, and they go about making films in very different ways now. And sometimes you don't even need the actor because you just have a CG sequence. So it's one of those things where you just don't know what's happening, and sometimes you do have to enjoy it as a fan. And I appreciate that Cumberbatch was like, well, I don't need the whole thing. Why would I? I want to enjoy this and see what happens when I see the finished product. And I think that is really cool, and that's kind of great from his standpoint, because sometimes if they ask him something, he won't legitimately know. Or he'll hear something and be like, does that happen? Maybe, I don't know. Is there going to be a scene where Superman shows up through the multiverse? I did my lines. He could. For all I know, they did that, and I have no idea. And realistically, they could. So, it's one of those cool scenarios and stories you hear about actors being like, look, I just want to enjoy this as a fan. Because ultimately, some of these actors are also fans. And you have to remember, shooting a film can sometimes, ruin the final product for you to the point where you don't want to see it if you know everything. Because in your mind, you've been that product for over 2.5, 3 years sometimes. That can get a little bit graining on your nerve.